Well, today I have a fun video. My friend Julia from Julia's Wolfpack drove up here from Arizona, and she brought me an unbelievable amount of deer. This is just a small portion of the deer carcasses she brought me. You can see some bullet holes in that one. That one too. Yeah, she got a great connection. Somebody who processes deer for hunters and that. And she brought me up like 5 garbage bags full of deer rib cages. My freezers are totally full. And I'm super grateful. Thank you, Julia. Julia also picked up Ukla. He's going down there to do some breedings here in the near future. We got some stuff lined up for him over that way. He's going to be having a good time. So I think we're going to do a pack feeding. Right there you see an extremely excited Ryuk. I'm going to let him out. My son's going to let the other dogs out. Max. And when I do a pack feeding like this, I always put out more pieces of food than I have dogs. It keeps dogs from being defensive. We've got 5 dogs out here for this feeding, and we've got 6 big carcasses out here. It's been a little while since they've had deer. My old deer connection, my mailman Wade, who used to hunt and give me all kinds of deer every year, passed away last year. May he rest in peace. So the dogs haven't had any deer for a little while. And you can see they're happy. Got a pretty picture. You can see all my dogs are starting to blow their coats. That's what the tufts of hair you see are, like on Ryuk's forearms there. He's growling at Toki, telling him that's his piece. It's all canine communication. Growling at the Tokmeister. So Ukla's going to be feasting on this all the time where he's at there because she's got a good connection for this stuff. And Kurgan's blowing his coat. Boy, K-Bar. So I always say in my videos, I like to pet and handle my dogs when they're eating. Teaches them not to be food aggressive. Just a small step you can take every meal to make your dog safe around food. Yeah, right, Badge, you go girl. Yes, you are. Good boy, Mr. Ryuk. You good boy. Yes, you are. And what you notice is my dogs are so used to me touching them and handling them. When they're eating food, you don't see them get defensive, start rushing and trying to swallow it down or pull it away. And that's what you want to see. Toki just took Ryuk's other rib cage there. Again, this is one of the reasons why I like to put out more pieces of food than I have dogs in any particular pack feeding. Because again, it allows the dog to grab a piece or two and kind of hoard it, while leaving enough for the other dogs to all have some too. Are you liking that, Mr. Buddy? Good boy. Grumbling because Badge was bumping him there while he was eating in his rear. Look how excited he is. He loves this. Everybody's extremely excited. For those who will ask, where are Ulu and Lobo? They're inside. They are all going to get a chance to eat as well. These are just the dogs I chose to pick for this pack feeding. Toke, don't roll on the food. Good boy, K-Bar. K-Bar's like, can I have one of those pieces? Give K-Bar his piece. Now I kicked that with my foot and didn't grab it with my hands because I'm wearing gloves. It's below freezing right now, and these are pretty gooey. I prefer not to have that on my fingers while I'm holding the camera. And you'll see they'll play musical Carcasses. See if somebody's got a piece that tastes better than theirs. See, K-Bar decided to take his inside the house so nobody would take his again. Good boy, Ryuk. You like that, don't you? Good boy. And Ryuk's a dog I rescued last year. Did you take his piece, Badge? Honey Badger says, I don't care. Badge bitching at him. Badge, give him a piece. Thank you. Badge, let me have a piece. There you go, K-Bar. The game of musical carcasses. See how powerful they are, and you can see eating raw food this way how much of a workout they get. You know, look at him working his neck and his traps, pushing on that and pull it up with his neck. Shoulder workout. It's a lot different than just eating some kibble, which doesn't even really require any chewing. They just kind of gulp it down. All the amount of exercise they're getting chewing. Your bone and muscle and tendon. This is how canines are designed to eat. This is the kind of oral stimulation that they're meant to have. You know, that's a reason why a lot of dogs can be destructive, is they're not getting this kind of oral stimulation eating kibble, and so you know, they want to chew other things. Again, Ryuk starting to blow that big, thick, dense winter coat. He has no problem at all powering through that rib cage. Meister. You can see they're very tolerant of me being right in the middle of what they're doing here. Very tolerant of me touching them while they're eating. This is what you want to get your dogs to this point. You know, this is a very high value food item to these guys, something that they don't get a lot of. And you can see, you know, there's no reaction to them when I touch them while they're eating it. The way you get your dogs to be good in high stress situations and around high value foods like this is, well, you get them around it and you practice touching and handling them, and that's what desensitizes them to it. You know, it always takes a little elbow grease and time, but you know, if you're going to take the time to have a dog, take the time to train it, and don't put them in a situation where it might do something that could later cause it problems. You know, you're ultimately its caretaker, and it's your duty to teach them how to exist and be social. But I digress. They're right, Badge. Telling me thank you for the food. Mr. Kurgan, what's up, buddy? Got a garbage bag there. Oh, shut up. Pulling the garbage bag off. Oh, boy. These came in a garbage bag. There's garbage bags on them. Oh, boy. Yeah. That's not him growling at me. He's just grumbling and talking. He grumbles when he plays. He grumbles all the time. You can see he doesn't have any fur up. He's not protecting the food. Just a talker. See Kurgan's blowing his coat. So those tufts of hair are. It's early morning. I haven't brushed them yet. Growling because Badge is over here to check out his food. Again, that's not aggression. It's just him communicating with her and telling her that's his piece. Badge is asking Toki for that other piece, and he put his one carcass on top of it and said, no, I want them both. And you'll see them trading pieces around the yard. That's why we put so many out. And this is enough food to last them for a couple of days. It's K-Bar telling Badge she can't have his piece. Gonna go over to Dad. Can I have one of those, Dad? Huh? What? I see a little child. Kurgan's telling her no. Again, that's not aggression. That's all canine communication. It's just Dad telling her I want these. See how strong he is ripping those pieces off? And he's telling Badge that's his piece. Ryuk is typically the omega of the pack, but when it comes to food, he likes food a lot. And you can see there, even to the alpha female, he'll tell her no if there's something he wants. And with dogs, you know, possession is 9/10 the law. You know, even a dominant dog typically won't take food away from a lesser dog in the pack in a healthy pack. Keyword healthy there. Toki let her have that piece. jug here is one of the dog's toys, by the way. I like to carry it around. Badge telling Toki she wants one of those pieces. And Badge is the alpha female. The Badge had a piece, but she let K-Bar take her piece because she wants one of the pieces that Ryuk has. Jeez, did you just see him bite that chunk of rib off like it was nothing? It's like popcorn. And you see Ryuk's letting her have it. Because again, Badge is ultimately the alpha female, and he's got more food than he needs. Ryuk saying, hey, I already gave you that piece, leave the other ones alone. Again, the scary faces and noises are just how they communicate. It's not aggression, it's how they talk. Here's my neighbors. Next door out in their yard. Isn't Toke beautiful? Coming over to say thanks for the food. Good boy. See, she's just walking around eating from whatever she wants, and that's kind of what happens, you know. They'll claim a piece here or there. Toki's going to make a pile, and somebody will take some of his pile, and the grass is always greener. And so's the deer carcass on the other side. That's quite the collection there, Toke. How long are you going to be able to keep that until Badge decides she wants one? It's mine. She just wants what everybody else has. I don't want this piece. Nobody wants that. I want a different one. So, sweetie pie. See, they've whittled these things down pretty quick. Again, this is a couple days food for them. The weather's cold here, so I'll just be able to leave it out for them to chew on at their leisure. Badge there. Toki's left his pile of food to look for something else. Bar growling at Kurgan. Kurgan left his food now to see what else is around. As he takes one piece, the Toki steals his other one. Looking pretty threadbare blowing your coat there. I've brushed the heck out of him every day for the last 4 days, and every day when I wake up, he looks like I didn't brush him. I hate this time of year when they're blowing their winter coats. Good boy. Coming over to say hi, you're welcome. Telling me thank you for his food. And it's fun to watch the body language and communication between these guys in these group feedings. I like being able to feed stuff like this time of year because it's cold outside, so I'll be able to leave it out all day. The food doesn't spoil, it stays refrigerated, and there are no insects or anything, so this is the best time of year for this kind of stuff. You know, start getting around July or August and it's hot, you got all kinds of bees and flies. I'll have to dump some more water in there. The water. Knock it off, knock it off. Knock it off, shut up. Yeah, it's just a lot of bitching. He wants his piece back. Hey, knock it off. And you see how I deal with that. Hey, what did I say? Knock it off. Toke. Kurgan. Relax. Yeah. Exactly. You're on a badge now. And again, that's all just canine communication. I let those play out and I monitor them, and if they get out of hand, then I'll step in. You know, had I stepped in and grabbed one of those dogs when they're posturing like that, it would have set them off. And so you see what I did. I stay calm. I tell them knock it off, and I monitor it. Most of the fights that happen between people's dogs in situations like that are often caused by the owners and their reactions to them. And in those situations, you just want to stay calm and level-headed and let the dogs hash it out. And if they're not hashing it out, that's when you step in. What looks and sounds scary is, again, just them talking and communicating. Neither dog got bit. They're all back to doing what they're doing. And I like to show these interactions on film. A lot of people and a lot of channels won't, you know. In my videos, what you see happens. You don't see jump cuts. You see these interactions play out, and you see me deal with them in real time. In the yard right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 unneutered males and a female, all with extremely high value item food. There's all this food here, but Badge is interested in Ryuk's piece. You're such a brat, Badge. And Ryuk's telling her no. Again, even though he's the omega of the pack, he's not a pushover when it comes to food. He will stick up and defend for himself. And I like to see that. I don't like a dog to be super submissive and to just release their food if another dog comes up and challenges them for it. Look at that, he ripped that huge section of rib cage out of there. You lose your piece, Toke. Yeah, see? So good boy. See where that deer was shot there, where that hole in the rib cage is, and then the dark areas where it bled out. This one too, you can see the hole in the ribs where it was shot. So good boy. Well, you wanted your piece back after it was taken from you, huh, Kirk? See where that one was shot, where the hole is? Right there. Badge snatch Toki's rib cage. And that jug's probably one of their favorite toys. I'd like to thank Julia again from Julia's Wolfpack for the wonderful gift of all this deer. So would Badge. Growling back there, a K-Bar who grabbed himself a new piece. If you made it along this far, I hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell down below. You'll get email notifications when our new videos come out. Check out our merch store. We got lots of cool merch. Good way to support the channel and get something cool in return. Good boy. We're about 41 minutes into this video. If anyone's made it along this far, again, I appreciate it. Just about out of time space-wise on my phone, so we're going to end it here. I've got a whole bunch more of these in my freezer, so we'll be doing a few more of these videos over the next week or two. I hope you enjoyed it again. I appreciate all your views. Bye. Bye from Mr. Kurgan, Mr. K-Bar, Mr. Toki, the Badge, and of course, Mr. Ryuk. And again, Julia picked up Ukla. He's going to be doing some breedings here in the future, and we're looking forward to see what comes from that. That's all. See ya. Thanks for watching. Check out our merch store down below.